Hey all, it's Dinosa once again, and I have actually got a new treat for you on the two new apps. The first one I'm going to try to do is the Fun app. Now, there's no secret that I love the 80s games. Oops, let me turn the volume down. There's no secret I love games from my childhood, specifically the 80s. And one of the things I came across was a version of this game called Galaxian on the Galaxian or Galaga online, and it was free, and it was the real version on that of the arcade itself, and I really thought it was really neat because it gave you a lot of options. They updated it completely, so you can go ahead and make some adjustments on that to change it so it's just strictly the arcade sound by turning off the background music on that. But one of them is Galaxian. It's a 30th anniversary. Let's see if I can turn it up. I think, yeah, normal game. Come on, what the? And if you could see it there, you would move. I can't know what I'm doing. That's just like that. It's kind of a fun game. You know, as you can see it. Now, here's the faults of this game. I grew up with this game. I'm going to stop it right here on this game. Is that I grew up with this game. And the arcade was actually limited on that by doing one shot at a time. And I'm not kidding you on that, it's one shot on that. So it was, instead of you just saw me there going pew, 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 it was pew, pew. That was Galaxian. There was another game called Galaga by the same company, Bandai Namco, that allowed you to shoot multiple shots, but it also allowed you to get two ships side by side where you could just shoot up in there. They're really essentially Space Invader clones, except the enemies act different and just fly around different. I still think Space Invaders was damn intensive when I was a kid because all you hear is dun 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 dun, and as soon as they touch the ground, it's over. You lost. And that was an intensive game. But that was the fun game on that. What I wanted to talk to you about was a neat little device I found that was free on a productivity thing called iTranslate. And let me just see if I could just bring it up there so you can see it. iTranslate. And I'm going to turn up the volume so you can hear it. But basically, with the iPhone 5, you could speak anything in multiple languages. So in English, I'm just going to say hello. Hello, how are you? Alright. So here, as you can see, I've spoken to it. It says, hello, how are you? Now, in the English...
Hello, how are you?
But in Spanish...
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Kind of neat. But see, that's not where it's neat. Where it's neat is that you could pick different languages on the same. I changed it to Italian, Italy. On the same sentence, you could change it to this, where it's the same. Hello, how are you? But it's in Italian.
Ciao, come stai?
Ciao, come stai? I hope I've said that right. But let's get a little interesting. How about German?
Hallo, wie geht es dir?
Why do they make them sound like sub-U-boat commanders? I've never understood on that. Oh, but let's get gangster. How about Arabic?
مرحبا، كيف حالك؟
Good luck. But the cool thing about that is it's reversible. So if you run into someone who speaks another language is trying to tell you something, they can speak into the phone, and then you can go to iTranslate, and then they'll try to translate the best they can, and then you can hear it in English and see what they're trying to tell you. You even have an option of detecting a language, where if you're just not sure. Let's go another one. Let's go Chinese. Oh, and this is interesting enough. A lot of people don't know this, but Chinese has two major dialects. One's Mandarin, one's Cantonese. In this one, they have it as Taiwan. Interesting. But let's go ahead and try Chinese. See what it says.
你好，你怎么样?
Okay. So, but here's other things you could do. You could upload files into this, so you could listen to, if you have like a recording in a different language, you don't understand it, it can try to help translate it. And let me see. Let's get really crazy. Let's see. What can we do? Latin, dead language, on that. Let's see what this does. Oh, but interesting enough, it doesn't speak it. This option here where it just writes it. So I said, hello, how are you? And it just does, Como estás? And interesting enough, it sounds very similar to Spanish on that. And other translations. Let's try another one. Latin was a little gangster. Irish or Gaelic. Same thing, you can't speak it. I wonder if it has Gaelic. Let's check it out. Galician. Same thing. It only allows me to talk on that. I have to go back to another language on that. Let's just say Chinese, where it gives you the option to speak it. I guess you can't do it with everyone. Let's try Japanese. Yep, this one allows you to speak it.
こんにちは。元気ですか?
Konnichiwa, genki desu ka? Little thing. Anytime konnichiwa in Japanese is always hello or welcome. It's greeting on that. But it's just a fascinating system. Now let's click on detect language. And it doesn't really say, it doesn't give me really any options on that because I don't really know where it's trying to detect a language. Let's take a look. Oops. Oh, and here's the cool thing is you can go to your history and look at all the questions you have and all the responses that you've given as well. And even favorite phrases. I've tested it. It does work with swear words. Such as you're a bee or something, and it does do it. But it doesn't do it with everyone. So let's take a look. Let me see if I wasn't the craziest one. No, it does Korean too. Unknown there. Let's try it again. I guess it. Oh, let me clear this. Hold on. Where is the baker?
베이컨은 어디입니까?
Amazing. I wouldn't know that at all. Let's try Bosnian. Nope, it'll allow me to say it, but it won't do it. So it looks like to be the major countries you can fly to. You can get these options to change it around and then hear it. Let me see. Mongolian. Let's try that. Nope, same thing. Russian. Ah, this allows you to hear it in Russian. Where is the baker?
где находится пекарь?
Plus you have options that if you want to change the speaker, that you can change it to a man's voice or a woman's voice or the speed of the translation. It's just there's some neat little features with it. I just wanted to show it to everyone that I think it's something that if you travel or if you don't travel, just having a little voice or that little edge that may be able to make a lot of difference in communication. Such as if you're not understanding what they say, you can hear them. You could look at the translation. If it's a language the system understands. Now, and I've tested with Spanish, like "Hola, cómo estás?" and it comes right up. So, anyway, this is Dinosa. I hope you like the app reviews. I know they're short, but Galaxian's a fun little thing. But the iTranslate, if you're ever going to be international traveling or go to a place with a lot of international flavor, and you're in the jam, boom, it's right there on your iPhone. Anyway, this is Dinosaur. I'll talk to you all later.